And we're going live.
Cool.
Just trying to wait to see. Yep, it's going. So we are streaming.
Oh, nice.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Of course, I'm your host, Spivey. And with me today is...
Eve. Hey.
So, this is a 50 proof, 100 proof video because I'm drinking and you're drinking. What we're drinking, we're not saying. However, on the table is some pre-made drinks. One might even say godfathered, because there's some Johnny Walker over on the side and an amaretto. On the table, however, is a Bird Dog peach, which has not been opened yet, as well as because somebody here has not yet had any soju. We have some soju. Now, for anybody who's had soju, no, we are not about to drink this whole bottle of soju tonight. That's just not going to happen. No. But, and as it stands, this too is not open. But for those of you who are of age and want to partake and enjoy your libations, do so. We welcome it. It looks like Love is here. Hey, Love, what's going on?
Hi.
I can't quite read what it says because we're using the big screen for what we're going to be viewing, which you'll see behind us in just a moment. But I do know that you're there. Can you read what she said?
No.
Okay,
Sorry, I have glasses, but, yeah.
Oh, she loves Bird Dog Peach. Oh, yeah, because Bird Dog is that secret that people just be sleep on, so, yeah.
Well, that happened.
Every time I'm fucking recording. All day long, silent. The moment I start recording, and then in a few moments, there's going to be another one's going to stomp. He's going to come out and he's going to stomp his happy ass to the kitchen and stomp his happy ass back. And then about 3 minutes later, the other one's going to do it again. And it never fucking fails. It never fails.
The frustration of roommates, basically.
Very soon, I'll be back to not having roommates. So that shit won't be happening for very much longer. Moving on. All right. So, and mind you, she's a roommate.
Hey, I try to be quiet. You know, yeah.
Sometimes she's one of the same people making the noise.
I'm sorry.
Anywho, so what's about to happen is we are going to review a video. We seen it earlier, and it had me livid as to how terribly it was produced or made. And as such, I just felt like I had to share it with the world. I had to let you know what was done. You cannot hear it. Didn't hear it last time either. Okay. Well, trust me, from our end and the audio that it shows on the soundboard over here, I'm using Rodecaster Pro. We can hear it. The sound bar is saying it's in there. It may have a filter on that's cutting out that extra sound, which thankfully, but I have listened to some old videos in the past, and I could hear people in the other room and stuff on those videos.
Yeah.
But anywho, so without further ado, let's get to it. The video itself is 11 minutes, 35 seconds. We're not going to play, of course, the whole video in this because then somebody might try to claim copyright. But, yeah.
Let's get... At least we haven't started the video yet.
We're live.
Yeah. But we haven't started that video yet.
Oh, okay. That makes a difference.
Why is the... It's fine.
Dear PewDiePie, I think you better watch this video because you watched the first part and you said you would. Hell.
Wait. Yeah, I don't know about that PewDiePie part.
Me neither. I don't watch him, so...
This is not the original of the video. because this is like an edited version. Um, that must have been what you were
Is
talking
it?
about. Yeah, because the first one didn't have that PewDiePie cut part, but let's see if it's still in here.
Do I like start with introductions or something?
Sure, yeah. I mean,
Jeremy's my name.
And it happened again.
I used to live in Texas.
I'm sorry, it's not funny, but yeah.
pursuing.
I called it. Did I not call it?
Yeah, you did.
Exactly what the fuck was going to happen.
Stuff like that.
The ironies of life.
I'm studying astrophysics, and I'm an Air Force cadet.
I'm Roy. I'm a recent college graduate studying political science.
I
Roy.
guess first of all, right off the bat, I don't know about you guys, but this guy looks like a young Vin Diesel. So I think you should just skedaddle over to the front. And have you guys seen his eyes?
Because that's not weird at all.
You got blue eyes. I like his eyes. Oh,
You got shiny eyes.
yeah,
It's probably the most fit.
They're just trying to compliment each other, you
My
know.
way over here then.
That wasn't in the part we watched either.
I get a lot of compliments,
Yeah,
and even
they
though
wear
I
a
don't
mask.
really take compliments well, I guess there's been enough evidence to where I know that people find me attractive.
You don't get to say it. I'll go 3. 3? Yeah.
Can we double up? I think we're 3.
I would personally put myself a 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'd say 4 or 5.
I think you guys should duke it out and just say why you're a 3.
I feel like I'm tall enough. Fair enough.
I'm the shortest guy, bro.
I'm fine with that. Nah, you look like you feel.
Now, what's funny to me, and you can attest to it because you watched it.
Yeah.
What's happening right now is the guys are rating themselves based on or where they think that the women are going to say. So this is from a guy's point of view, how we, or at least them, view their own attractiveness.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Okay. Now they're talking about how they feel about themselves, how they feel. Something may. Hey, Charles is here. I can't see what you're saying because it's on the small monitor that's far away. But in a moment, I will bring it up on the screen so I can see what you're saying. But so what's happening? They're ranking themselves, and it's getting really weird.
Blemishes today. I got a crooked nose. I broke it a few years ago, man. I've always had problems with my image, especially when I was younger, like around middle school. I got like horrible acne. You know, I'm left with like the scars and stuff. So that always like really like kind of hurt my confidence.
Well, that seems like a big deal to you, but none of us even noticed that.
You gotta be too though. No. Cause you're bigger, like. You can't even tell, man. No,
They all seem kind of nervous.
I got tattoos too. I live in school right now.
Wait, no, you come up.
That's cool. I'll take a 3.
Yeah,
you're content.
I'll take 3. 3's cool.
I would say you 2, 3, 4, 5 levels.
So he's 2 because
I like the no offense, but you're the least attractive out of all of us. Like you down the line, like that's hilarious in my eyes. That's how I see that.
They're trying to be nice.
But it said no offense. You're the ugliest one. Like, how can you not take that offensively? Like you might be okay, but you're not as okay as the rest of us. We're better than okay. Like, how can you not take that personally? I'm just saying, like. I mean, don't get me wrong. When he looks in the mirror in the morning, I would imagine he takes a realistic look at himself and says, "This is me," and go from there. Okay. I know when I look in the mirror, I'm a fat man. I see these man titties and like 2 teardrops just fall right out my eyes immediately as a tax. That's the tax of looking in the mirror and seeing man titties. It's the 2 teardrops. Every time I look, 2 new teardrops just fall. Like I can't help that. That's until I lose the weight and the man titties go away. 2 teardrops every time I look in the mirror. Tax. Can't help that. And I'm realistic, so I try to not show them off because they're there and it hurts. It hurts.
I think everyone is self-conscious.
What are you self-conscious about? 3 things from waist up.
Stomach. So yeah, my waist. I've been told that I'm actually very cuddly, but I feel like I could be skinnier. But then whenever I actually have been skinnier, I was told that I should actually be more pudgy, if that makes any sense at all.
By the same person?
Yeah.
Is it somebody I know?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It's an ex. But,
Okay.
Yeah. No, apparently I should be not thin, but then also not too fat, so I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Guess that's the thing.
Well, I'm going to check to see what they were saying. The age-old content, legally blind. I feel like they're all relatively not ugly, but at least one attractive looks so borderline average.
The frat boy.
I think it all comes down to what you're okay with.
Honestly, yeah, everyone has different types. But there
Aya, if you come out here again, you're getting a timeout. You got that? Yeah. All right.
there is a stereotype, though. But everyone has their own preferences. Just saying. I'd place the black guy at 2, though, personally.
That's surprising. But first off, tell the people who your number 1 is. Let's start there. Don't on me, because you already told me you're number 1.
Yeah, no, I remember. It's just that I'm terrible with names unless I know someone. It's the guy right on the left, like on the very far left, the very scrawny Asian guy.
Okay. So the guy in the sweater with the
khaki pants.
Yeah, the far left guy.
Yeah, the khaki pants.
He's your most attractive.
Yeah, not the frat boy. Just saying, not that guy. But yeah, no,
the frat boy, as you refer to him, is military. He's not frat. Well, they also refer to him as he looks like he might be a frat guy, but
he looks like a frat
He
guy.
would be like higher on the.
He's military, so.
I think he's number 2. We say 1, 2,
Okay,
3.
that's 3 against 1. He's 2. Okay.
and so even your number 1 put himself as number 5, which is hilarious. He's like everybody else but me. And that's okay. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
You're like a cute little puppy.
And my personal viewpoint as a guy saying or pulling what I think women would say is more attractive, I would switch it to actually what they're about to do in a moment. That is actually what I thought it would be, is what they as a group made it. So, yeah, I don't know if I have the standard viewpoint of how we as guys are attractive or not to women or to whoever. But, of course, there is obviously that layer of individuality, your own personal choice. I'm sorry, correction. I guess they didn't do it. The black guy, number 3, the one that they ranked as 3, I would have moved him to 4 and left 4 in the middle. Because he's that in-between average between being muscular, not muscular. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, 5 and 3 are your kind of average body types of somebody who's not fat. You know what I'm saying?
They're both kind of skinny and kind of lanky.
Right, you're more of an everyday kind of guy.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else, 4, 2, and 1, they work out. They get in shape. They're active about what they're doing. So I think more, at least my mindset, I would imagine more women be more attractive to those more in shape than those who are just lanky or just not fat.
Personally, most of my friends that are girls, this is their opinion, not mine, they'd be into the one who has the most muscle.
So again, that's the same thing all of them said too. So now what's happening is the ladies are coming in and the guys can't hear them rating them. And so 5 ladies get to come in and together they're about to rank the guys. Now, the part that really had me angry is this.
Like a first impression type of thing. So basing off how you look and the conversation that we heard for a little.
If you didn't catch what she just said, she's going off first impressions, how they look, and the conversation that they heard. Which means that the company let these ladies hear the guys break themselves down and how they organize themselves.
That's
So
not
that's
really fair.
right, because that's going to augment how they view attractiveness, which is what the scale is supposed to be about. Not who do you think is cute or adorable based on attractiveness plus personality. This is just attractiveness. This is a physical. When I look at you, or that's it. That's what we want to know. Where do you see them based on physical, just looking at them?
So there's the physical part and then there's the personality part.
And what you're going to hear is they're going to be like, oh, but he's so sweet. La, la, la. You can't tell somebody's sweet by looking at them.
He would be my number one, though.
I get that, and that's fine.
That's by
your
looks.
Right, but you also heard his little backstory and how he let everybody put him down, and he just agreed with it. It was like, yeah, everybody else is better than me. So, but
Poor baby.
We need to get the tender little sweetheart that is wrong right now and get him out of that spot.
you see that? We need to get the tiny little sweetheart and get him out of that spot. You're not picking him or moving him because you would give him the cat. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna spread your legs for him. You just think that he's adorable. He's that cute little brother that you just want to make sure that no girl going to hurt. He's the one you want to look after. But you're not about to spread your legs for him. So he's not attracted to you like that. So that's not fair to the outcome or the results of what we're here to find out.
I mean, they honestly shouldn't have been able to hear the conversation because now it's kind of slighted in a way.
Right.
They should have been blindfolded, not heard anything, and then just come out and then see them and then base them on their
Right. And then if you want to, after they make that assessment, you can then let them hear the both versions, what the ladies got to say and what the guys did say, and let them re-vote again. But that way we have both sets of that change. Because what's going to happen now is the ladies, well, there's another side of where this went wrong, but I'll get to that in a minute.
I feel like he would give you flowers, like he'd go to your doorstep.
By far, if I was sick, I'd call him to take care of me. That's it. Like, what?
If I was sick, I'd call him to take care of me.
That's
You ain't
not
giving up
really-
the draws.
Yeah, that's not really marriage that they're talking about right now.
Right. Then you about to use him.
That's like
You're
best
going to
friend and then make him
friend
cry.
exactly. You about to friend zone him, and we all know that that's a no. No.
Yeah, now don't get his hopes up. That's just
I
cruel.
love him. I wanted him to talk more. I felt like all the boys talked over poor Roy.
Honestly, I love little baby Roy. He just got shoved to the back of the line every single time, and I was like, this poor kid.
Attractiveness for me, and as a general whole, I was like, who am I wanting to go hang out with right now? Like, if we were done after this, like, who would I be like, oh, you grab coffee?
My number one would be,
Spill the tea, Kayla.
he looks like a bootleg Michael B. Jordan. So he would go first.
All he needs is a suit. That's really all he needs is a suit.
Well, no, hers. I'll give her. She did it. She acknowledged, hey, physically, bootleg Michael B. Jordan. She likes Michael B. Jordan. She can't have him. He's not a bad little trade-off. So I give her that. She made her assessment on looks.
He is pretty attractive. It's just what he's wearing that she isn't attracted to.
Well, she hasn't said that yet.
I'm guessing.
She says that in a minute, but she hasn't got that yet. Quit jumping ahead.
Yeah.
He has a nice haircut.
Like his eyes.
I felt like I had a very friendly vibe from him.
Exactly.
Just his like eyes and his.
Oh, I'm sorry. Plus, by the way, I didn't say it before. And this might sound stereotypical, but I am not the originator of this comment or this observation. There is a lady of Asian descent who is in this panel. And there is two potential guys here who may also be of Asian descent or have Asian genetics in their system, okay? A lot of Asian women, in America at least, don't go for Asian guys. They tend to go for white guys. And when we first saw it, that's the very first thing. As soon as I saw her on the screen, I said she's going to go for one of the white guys as her number one, particularly the frat boy. Did I not? I mean, the one that they referred to as the frat boy. Did I not say that?
You did.
Okay.
Although, me personally, I don't know, just because I used to have a roommate, obviously over 2 years ago, but she was with an Asian guy, but they had known each other since childhood. And then I used to work with an Asian lady who was with an Asian male. So besides that, I really have nothing else to base it on. I really don't.
Okay.
Although I feel like the guy that she's talking about would be most attractive would probably be most attractive in most stereotypical situations, just because he does look like a frat boy, so, you know, the perfect hair or perfect face, whatever. Not my type at all. But, yeah. I feel like most girls would probably go for him first.
I thought Sam was the most attractive to me. He wasn't striving to be number one. He was just like...
There are a whole video series on YouTube about how Asian women don't find Asian men attractive.
So might like cheat on you.
I didn't come up with this. This just seems to be a thing. And matter of fact, to be more specific, it's viewed that Asian men to statistically get voted the least attractive men out of everybody.
Really?
Asian men get the least attractive, whereas Asian women get the most exotic. There's more porn fetish for Asian women than anything.
Huh.
And then, you know, white women take up majority of porn. So, yeah.
I feel like he probably has a bad temper or something.
He punches drywall when he gets angry.
Oh my god.
Number one, who's your 2, 3, 4, 5? Use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, who?
She didn't even point.
1.
Blue sweater.
Blue.
Is it bad that I'm looking at the women and, like, putting them in numbers?
3, 4, 5. Just because I'm very big on height. Here we go. 1,
They should do the opposite. They should have the men rate the women.
3.
That would have been kind of cool.
Just to see how it would differ.
Immediately, I liked the guy in the green shirt who was shorter. Made eye contact, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I think that's attractive. Is like connection.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yay.
Okay.
He always gets it
But-
5.
But for my personal standard, if we were to rate the women are pretty much in order, except I would move the lady on the end with the gray and white jacket to number 3. Maybe 2. It's iffy. She'd be number 3. Other than that, they can just scoot down.
See, I would have the one in the rose dress. Obviously, it's just my personal opinion, but I'd have the one in the rose dress as number 1 just because...
She's the most attractive to you? If you were gay, she'd be the one you would go for.
For a woman, she has a lot more to love. I'm just saying.
You're a chubby chaser. Hey, don't get me
Only
wrong.
for girls.
I'm trying to find women who are chubby chasers at the moment because I am clearly a chubby guy.
Like, more to love, I'm just like, yeah, those thick thighs.
I don't
They
know
totally
what you're
work for
saying
me.
over there, but I'm going to go ahead and show it. The system flagged you for whatever you said. But, I mean, big girls need love too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I've taken that job before. I've assisted a big girl in getting her loving in. I've done that.
Wow.
Yeah. That'll be for the adult channel. So we're going to finish this off because this one's almost done.
The guy who was not so skinny, just because I like, you know, protection.
I
saying
understand. I don't want to break them.
I really like his eyes.
Okay, he's for sure 1.
Yeah, he's right here.
The blue.
Yeah,
He's a good height, but he's also muscular.
Actually, no, Jorge.
Supposedly, there's a scientific
How dare you?
thing.
For
Like going back into the old days, like the more muscular you are, the more you could
I don't
protect
know.
the
I
woman.
think dressing is important.
It's like nowadays it's not important, but back in the old days, like if you had muscle, you could protect the woman, which was a big thing. Now, not so much. I mean, we have technology, everyone has jobs. It really doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
I would just like to say, what a little angel.
Right.
What a little angel gets somewhere, not inside. Look at his little wings. Protect him.
I care more about what.
I'd have
They
him
are
at
not
number
giving the
1.
pussy to this man.
Like he has some Asian, and then he's also tall and lanky, and then he's smart. Like he's number 1
Little angel.
for the guys, anyway.
White shirt and green.
White and green, I would switch. It's like you heard the ladies.
I kind of feel like maybe they should switch.
Yeah.
I am 100% okay with this lineup.
I feel like I'm okay with this.
Now, bear in mind, so that you understand what I'm saying as to how this was, one, the most bullshit, non-scientific experiment ever. Because they let the women hear the guys go over why they felt they should be a particular way, that influenced how they themselves voted. They wanted to protect the little angel and his little wings, and they moved him up. That's
by
bullshit.
one spot.
Yeah, it was in the end one spot. The girl, the blonde haired girl, she was going to move him further up. The girl with the jean jacket, she was going to move him further up, but she got outvoted. Now, bear in mind, the black guy is at the end, which was the black girl's number one choice.
He would be number 2 in my opinion.
But I'm saying, just in their voting, he was her number one choice, and she at no point fought to keep him anywhere higher than where they moved him to the end of the line. He was her number one choice. She didn't care for anybody else as much as she cared for him, but he ended up at the end of the line. Nobody else had any strong opinion about any guy up there other than her. But he ended up at the end of the line.
I think it was a group thing.
But that's what I'm saying. That was a group mentality situation that came out where she just fell in line with what the group wanted because the other girls were saying this guy for this reason or for that reason. Maybe we should move this, and this. But she's the only one who had a definitive, I like this guy for this reason.
And I also wasn't fair to so they're both technically skinny and kind of lanky, but the one in the khaki pants, they just put him at number 4. In my opinion, just so that they wouldn't feel bad about him being number 5. But in reality, he was probably number 5 for them. So they literally just moved the black dude for whatever reason.
In truth, he wouldn't even ranked for them. Let's be real. He would not have ranked because they would never give him nothing. He can't suck a titty. He can't get a blowjob, a hand job. He can't see them naked.
He'd probably be a good husband. But sorry, I'm Demi, so I think in long term.
But that's for the adult channel. On here on the more family friendly channel, but this is still not for kids. I'm just gonna say this is bull. What should have happened, to be more accurate, let the guys do their thing like they did. That was fine. That was comedy for us. Like what the short guy with all the muscles said that he would have put the blue shirt with the white stripe. He would have put him as like number 2. And they said why? He said, well, maybe I just have a thing for white guys. I thought that was hilarious as all get out because you didn't see that coming. He's like, I don't know, maybe I got a thing for white guys. And it was like, whoa, wait a minute, pause. So, but I mean, and the rest of how they did, like, ooh, look at his eyes. You know, between the guys, that was just crazy to me. And nobody even paused and was like, what? Why am I looking at a guy's eyes? It was just like, okay, you say do it, let's do it. So this is a transition because they're all younger. My age group is a bit older. So for us, we'd be like, no, I'm not. I don't give a shit about his eyes. I'm not looking at his eyes. It's not going to happen. If I didn't notice it, just in general, looking past them, no, it's not for me. But what they should have did for the ladies, they should have let the ladies get a picture or video of the guy standing there solo and let them rank them like from 1 to 50. And I don't give 1 to 10 because 1 to 10 you can get 2 number 8s or 2 number 7s or whatever. But 1 to 50, then you're much less likely to have a duplicate number. So once you rank them 1 to 50, and each lady gets to rank each guy 1 to 50 before they ever see them as a group, then you take those numbers and you tally them up. And then whoever has the most, you can acknowledge this according to what the ladies really voted on their own decision, looking at the guy, this is where they were. Then you can let them do this social mingling, collaboration, voting, which is total bullshit. And then I guarantee you, if you let them then hear the audio of how the guys picked themselves to get this lineup that they got right now, it would have been 3 different lineups. Their personal on their own, their personal as a group, and then after they hear how the guys came to their own conclusions, those have been 3 different lineups. Tell me where I'm wrong.
You're not. It honestly would have been more interesting if they had them go in without hearing their personalities at all, and then be able to hear it after, and then see how they would change their ideas about the guys.
Yeah, but
why is the? I'm sorry, but I can't help but think Why is the only black guy number 5?
I mean that means that I don't care about that. That's not an issue as to whether or not the black guy got moved up. It's just that he was the only person that somebody had a strong opinion on, and yet he got completely shitted on.
He should have been number 2, in my opinion. But
okay, so reading the comments, I think it all comes down to what you're okay with. Yeah, man. Book covers are real. You're so sweet. You ain't getting you ain't getting the kitty, but you sweet. The Asian dick's not attractive, and yeah, a lot of guys think of Blasians as the holy grail. Oh my God, I see so many Blasian girls, and I'd be like, oh buddy, Blasian girls, I can't. Whew, that's a whole territory of just that's great. Like, yeah. Oh.
It's an interesting social experiment, though. I just think they could have done it in a better way.
Right.
But yeah, that's what they chose. They've already done it. Okay, there's no taking it back. Maybe they could redo it again with some modifications. But yeah.
But that's not how you run a lineup. That's just
no.
Either that or they just really named this so wrong, and it irks me as to.
I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. But yeah, no, personally, I would have had...
We're live. We're talking about the noise y'all keep making.
Actually, just knows. He's the only one in khaki pants. I would have had...
I'll be back.
I would have had him as number 1. The black guy is number 2. Okay, I'm not sure about number 3. Either the very small one or the kind of tall one in the white shirt. And then the...
You mean the peach shirt? The guy with the acne?
Yeah.
Okay, it's back.
Yay!
Yeah, I don't know what was happening there, but anywho. So yeah, okay. So yeah. Like I said, the way that they have it ranked, that's fine. I don't care. That's just what it is.
It was biased.
It was.
I say it's biased because they were able to hear them, so it wasn't just based on looks. Ranking.
It was paused right now. Okay, so it's reconnected, so that means our audio should be back in about 4 seconds or so. I apologize. I don't know what's happening with the internet right now. It keeps cutting the connection. But anywho, since we are here and you can hear, what I would like is for you, the viewer, who has also seen this or part of this anyway, give us your thoughts, your feedback. Do you feel like this was made incorrectly? Do you feel like they did what they said? Did they rank the men by attractiveness? Or, in fact, did they let themselves get biased opinion based on hearing how the guys ranked themselves and why they ranked themselves what they did? And then, how they didn't stand up for the fuck they said to begin with. So that this whole video was straight ass garbage, in my opinion.
Or rate your own guys or girls for that matter.
Comment down below. Comment down below. Again, this was a Jubilee video entitled "Ranking Men by Attractiveness: 5 Guys versus 5 Girls." I know I'm coming back to do a lot more reactions to the Jubilee and the button and those types of videos because they are somewhat entertaining. I saw one earlier today about siblings guessing what sex toy their sibling used, and that was to die for hilarious.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of that. So
yeah, yeah. But anywho, comment down below. We're going to end this one. Are you coming back for the next video?
Yeah.
All right. So in about 5 minutes or so, there will be another video going live again. At which point, in between now and then, who knows? Something may not be sealed anymore. Even if it doesn't, I guarantee you, it's not going to make that big a difference.
I have no idea. I live under a rock.
All right. We're ending this one. We'll be back in a few minutes.